Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Hello, hello. Thank you for your patience with my flexible start time. um, this is going to be a group energy healing where I heal 120 people in 9 different countries. And it's also a walkthrough where you can heal yourself as you watch, whether or not you are one of the 120 people. Because most of the time, first I'll do an intro discussion, then we have 2 minutes of quiet, and then the rest of the time I'm healing and talking out loud as I do it, describing what I do, so it's a walkthrough if you want to heal yourself. Let me know if you can see and hear me okay, please. Ooh, I got one confirmation already. Thank you so much. Another hello from Chicago. Yeah, if you want to say where you're viewing from, I always think that's fun. Optional, of course, but feel free to say hi. I'm gonna try to drink more during the speech. I noticed the other day I was like holding my cup forever, not drinking while I was talking. So I will actually drink my tea, not just hold it today. Good, more confirmation. Hello from Chicago. Hello, hello. I am in, I used to live in Chicago. I went to college there and lived there for a long time. And then we moved out to the Pacific Northwest, to Washington State. So that's where I live now. With my husband and our 6 pets. 3 rescue beagles and 3 rescue cats. All right, so thank you for your surveys. The people that I heal, I send them post-healing surveys, and many of them fill it out. And I study what they say and read the energy of how they're doing as I read the people that wrote surveys. And that's how I figure out how well the healing went for people. And I plan the next healing in large part based on that. Also, of course, I talk to the angels and see what the angels say as well. So I can give a nice overview for today, actually. Sometimes it's very spontaneous what happens in the healing, but today I knock on wood, I have a very clear idea of what we're doing. And of course, as usual, within a day there will be a detailed healing summary in the comment section, complete with timestamp links, so you could jump around and listen to certain parts only if you want, or just know what the whole thing is about at a glance by looking at the healing summary. Okay, so today is the healing 2 of 2 of the work-life balance twin set that we're doing. So work-life balance in that, I mean, I think for most people, they understand that work-life balance means like don't work too much or something, you know, like have a life outside of your work, you know, don't carry work stress into your personal life or vice versa. So that's sort of the simple level of it, but I was talking 2 days ago about how you could go to a deeper level of it, a much deeper level of it, which actually I'm only now getting to myself personally, which is you think about how taxing is your work. And I do consider being someone who runs a household, raises children, that's work, even if it's not paid work, it's work. So you may have that as a job and a paid job, or that is your work. So there's a lot of different work, you know, like retired people can have something that they're focused on quite a bit and they work very hard at, so I consider that their work. So projects can be work in the work-life balance. Also, students, you know, studying is work. Going to class, paying attention is work. So doing well, trying to do well on tests is work. so, so that applies, and these techniques can help with that. But anyway, the deeper level is that if you have enough you time or just energy put towards yourself as an individual, it can be very restorative and restful and fun. And so, depending on how taxing your work projects are, you may need more you time, you personal time, or just you energy put towards, how do you feel? How are you doing? And certain jobs are very time consuming. For example, being a single mother is very time consuming. So in that case, it may not be a question of devoting enough hours to you time, because maybe there's a real limit on the hours that you have when you're not taking care of your child or children. But maybe it's more of an intention level thing where you put energy towards caring about yourself and your own thoughts and feelings and needs, and kind of still kind of fit it in, when you have the minutes here and there, but there's more of an intention behind it. And it's easier said than done, of course, which is why we have these healings to help people to clear out all of the stuff that can possibly get in the way of you having enough you energy, you time or energy, or both, so that you can keep restoring yourself, keep building yourself up. And if you have the ideal balance, then you're actually getting stronger and stronger over time, which I talked about 2 days ago, that I never really, I achieved that at times, but not really to the extent that was possible. So the ideal is you have enough you time so that you're getting stronger and stronger and stronger over time. You're not, you think about how much does the work projects tax you or take away from your energy and your reserves and your strength, and then how much are you putting back in to yourself, so that and if it's equal, then you're just kind of, maybe you're well, but you're a little bit more likely to kind of plateau as far as how strong you're getting. Whereas if you up the you time or the you energy, then you get stronger and stronger and stronger and stronger over time, rather than, of course, the extreme opposite is you deplete yourself over time, which happens to a lot of people. And then people sort of lean on coffee and different substances to try to make up for that. And the ultimate total unfair irony of that is that apparently caffeine depletes your chi. Like, seriously? Are you kidding me? I used to talk about that a lot when I finally was taught that by my acupuncturist. So people that have like a weird balance and they keep depleting themselves because they're much more of their energy is going into the work than into replenishing themselves, they tend to rely on caffeine for that boost, that little jazz, and it turns out caffeine can actually, it makes you feel jazzed, but then it on an inner level with your chi, it ends up depleting your reserves of chi, potentially, and so then you actually need caffeine more and more. So anyway, that's crazy. So so anyway, it's a good topic to work. So what we're going to repeat 2 things that we did on Sunday, and then add a bunch of new stuff in. So I need to be, and I'm saying this more for my own benefit, I need to be very time efficient, because we're adding in a whole bunch of new stuff, and we're doing 2 things from 2 days ago again. So there's that. So the 2 things that we're repeating, in part thanks to the surveys. I, was reading reading their energy, the people that wrote surveys, and the unmatching global pain stuff did work in the way I hoped it had. I hoped it would. When you unmatch global pain, we'll do it again today. But essentially, it's clearing your own energy blocks, but they're very mindfully selected energy blocks that happen to be, just like in vibration, what most people on the planet have. So you just intuitively pick the energy blocks that are just like what most people on the planet have, and you don't touch anybody else on the planet. You just clear your own energy blocks. So that's called unmatching global pain or unmatching global energy blocks. And as you unmatch, it's I said on 2 days ago, it's kind of like waking up from a really heavy dream, and now you woke up from it. So it it's it tends to simplify things, like make you feel better, basically make you more present, and I think it makes you stronger, strengthens your boundaries, because those energy blocks, since everyone else on the planet has them too, it's like this extra heaviness with them. And so when you clear them, then you don't have that heaviness weakening you anymore. And so your boundaries pretty instantly get stronger as you're doing it. And so invasive beings, little spirits, of course you're a giant, mighty, eternal spirit, so no need to be afraid. But invasive beings, they get in the way. They cause lack of focus. It's just, they're annoying. So invasive beings actually flee your space as you unmatch global pain, because your boundaries are getting so much stronger that I don't know. I guess that you kind of pop them out. So I did verify that for everyone that got the healing, all 120 people, that really did happen. It didn't happen completely though for most people. It maybe happened like 60% or 50% or 80%, given depending on the person. So even the telepathic people, like if I pick like this woman pays for her two daughters, and the boyfriend of one of her daughters, he lost maybe 60% of the invasive beings that were in his space, just because we did that unmatched level pain thing, and they're still not back. So from the looks of it, I'm going to do that in every healing. Unmatched global pain with people. I'm going to help people to unmatch global pain. So it'll just be a standard thing, at least for a while, maybe, period. Just like grounding and or repair. So there's that. So that's pretty interesting. And that's new as of 2 days ago. Unmatched global pain, it's called. Very simple. Healing specific parts of you, we did, that's what I called it, 2 days ago, specifically the wounded worker parts of you, the denial avoidant parts of you, the parts of you that feel like an overwhelmed caretaker. And these can be subconscious parts of you, even from past lives. So the overwhelmed parent or caretaker part of you, and the wounded inner child parts of you. So we're going to repeat that. I did see that had some really nice effects for people. So we're going to do that again. The new stuff that it's not new as in we've never done it before, but I'm adding it. We didn't do it 2 days ago. Is creative ring repair. Those 3 gold rings above the head. The angels tried to repair everybody's creative rings as a part of the prep for this healing, like in people's sleep, but some people apparently were a little resistant to it. So I'm going to do that with people. Sometimes when people are stuck, they are not open to angels helping, but another human being, they're like, well, yeah, sure, of course I want that. But angels are so loving and kind and thoughtful and generous that sometimes if you're stressed, you kind of, it's almost like you don't feel like you deserve it or something, or you just get too distracted. It's hard to interact with such a loving being like an angel. So that's in part the benefit of having a human healer, is just that it's not so hard to receive a healing from me as it is from an angel. I mean, it's not hard, to receive from an angel. You just say, okay, yes, I would like my angels to heal me. But apparently things get in the way. You get distracted or stressed or something. So some people really need creative repair and chakra repair. Again, the angels in angel prep did that tried to do it for everybody, but some people it didn't work. And so they need chakra repair. So I will do creative ring and chakra repair, both of those in this healing. Also, I'll do a quick GV-CV repair, the GV and CV meridians. Again, the angels tried to do that in the prep for everybody, but didn't work for some people. And some people got into trouble since the last healing, and they got some damage since then. So anyway, so I'll do that, but I'll do a super quick version of that, knock on wood. So GV meridian and CV meridian stands for governing vessel and conception vessel meridians. It's from traditional Chinese medicine. You can do energy healing on traditional Chinese medicine meridians, like energy pathways. So we'll be doing that. Melt Your Wall is a 4-minute video, really simple but nice. But I haven't really done much of that myself with, like with the group energy healings. I haven't. The video talks about you can have a wall formed by just inner stress, subconscious stress, between you and your angels, which is accidental. You don't mean to block your angels from helping and guiding you, but the wall is there nonetheless because of your stress. And so it blocks how much help you can receive from your angels, how much healing. So like I said, I've just always referred people to the 4-minute video because it's 4 minutes. How hard is that, But I'm noticing that, sometimes people are stuck about their self-healing, or maybe they're in denial about certain levels of ways that they're stuck. And if you're in denial about it, it's really hard to clear it. So I will do Melt Your Wall for the 120 people as part of the healing. You just imagine your wall of junk in between you and your angels, and you melt it with gold light. So I'll do that as a part of the healing today. So that people are more open to their angels, helping them, guiding them, healing them, advising them. We often melt energy blocks that are triggered in the front of the aura. So energy blocks that are in the back of the aura, I haven't lately really talked much about them. And today we will melt them. In the back, the ones that you shove in the back of your aura, it's kind of like, it just tends to be stuff you're avoiding, is stuff that ends up in the back of your aura. And so stuff you're in denial about, stuff you're avoiding, and those energy blocks can hold you back a lot. Even the act of being in denial or the act of avoiding something takes up energy and can stress you subconsciously. So we're going to specifically pick energy blocks in the back of the aura and melt them. Ones that you're avoiding the most, ones you're in denial about the most. And the good thing about that is we don't have to know what they are. So you don't really have to disturb yourself. Like maybe they're slightly disturbing or slightly frustrating to you and that's why you're avoiding them and you shove them in the back. Well, fine. They can still frustrate you. We're just going to use gold light. We're not going to marinate in them for 8 years. We're just going to use gold light, bam, bam, they're melted, done. Do more gold light, bam, bam, melted, done. So it's very simple. And I think it'll help a lot because I think with the unmatching global pain part, people got a lot more present. But the thing with that is then you feel the things that were not as aware of before. So that's why we're doing so much repair and targeted clearing, because people are getting much more present when you get these invasive beings out of the way and you do other stuff. And so I want to make sure it's like a comfortable homecoming for you. So anyway, that's basically melting energy blocks you're really avoiding or really in denial about in the back of your aura. Especially I notice for people aura layers 4 and then 2 and 1. So those relate to 4th chakra. 4th layer relates to the 4th chakra, works together with the 4th chakra, which is self-love, feeling worthy, gratitude, enthusiasm, motivation, all that good stuff. So things like regret, a lot of times shame, regret, feeling lonely, feeling abandoned, all that stuff, that those are for a sort of dysfunction of the fourth chakra and the fourth layer. It's just if your fourth chakra and fourth layer get blocked up, then you feel the negative, all that stuff, the loneliness, the regret, the, you know, feeling not worthy, the guilt, la 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 la. So that's part of why we're going to really get some of these energy blocks back here that have been sort of mentally, emotionally haunting you. We're just going to get rid of them. Because it takes I've said this many times, but it's sort of a basic truism. It takes a lot more energy to avoid something than it does just to clear it. Because when you clear it with energy healing, you don't have to like do 10 years of therapy on it. It's just like, here's the block, gold light, now it's gone. Next, you know, you don't have to think about what it was or anything. So anyway, so fourth layer in the back, second layer and first layer. So second layer emotions, basically. First layer courage, safety, abundance. So the blocks here would be like emotional baggage, etc., and fear baggage, etc. So we're gonna just clear a bunch of stuff that you're really avoiding or really in denial about. Which will help work-life balance, because a lot of times people overwork as a way to avoid themselves, to avoid their own thoughts and feelings of like not being good enough. So they feel like they have to work and work and work more and more and more, like it's never good enough, you know. So or they're just avoiding, say they are, you know, have some issues in their marriage or some other reason why they want to distract themselves. And so that fuels overworking. Sometimes personal issues distract you so much that it's hard to find a new job. You know, it's hard to find employment if you're too distracted by all this baggage that we're talking about. So it's very appropriate for work-life balance to sort of sort some of this stuff out. And all right, and then healing inner wounds for a similar reason. We'll be doing that, and that's a really nice, really easy thing to do. And the general idea is we're going to heal inner wounds that, of course, are affecting work-life balance, any inner wounds that are affecting it, but also specifically ones that are inner wounds that are causing shame, regret, or self-judgment. The opposite that we're aiming for instead is clarity and non-judgment of yourself and others. So you may not have been an angel in the past, you know, like 10 years ago, whatever. There may be some things that you regret or you're frustrated about or you judge yourself about. Doesn't mean that you just cover it up with a rug, you know, and go in denial about it. But clarity and non-judgment is really important. It helps you to learn from your mistakes. Life is more about learning than a lot of things. I mean, about learning, experiencing, enjoying, hopefully. But if you have shame and regret and self-judgment, it gets in the way of the learning and the clarity, so that you can learn from what has happened to you and get wiser and smarter and stronger. So that's what we're aiming for, right? So we're going to heal inner wounds that are in the way of that, so that you can move more into non-judgment and clarity about your past and about your current work-life reality. And then call back, bring in, we'll fit that in. Please, I'm going to be able to fit in all this stuff. We'll see. Call back, bring in, just because people have energy left in you know, maybe a previous workplace or a project that they wanted to finish, but they didn't do it perfectly or whatever. You may have some energy stuck in the past about that, or stuck, you know, with a past coworker or boss or something. So we're going to call back energy for that reason and bringing in new energy. So maybe there's new energy of yours that you need to bring in about, you know, finding a new job or creating change in your personal life, something like that. So that's that. How about that? That's a big old overview. Let's see. And just in general, if you're new to my work or new to energy healing or both, I like to say there was always good news with energy healing. It's like, life is not about being perfect. Life is not about, you were supposed to do this better or that better, or you're not good enough or whatever. You can always improve. You can always learn from what has happened to you. You can always heal from what has happened to you. It takes time. I'm not trying to minimize the challenge of it, but it's possible, is what I'm saying. By healing inner wounds, by clearing energy blocks, by doing the basics like aura repair, grounding, all that good stuff. You can change how you feel about yourself and your past and the path ahead of you. So there's hope, people. All right, good. So I'm going to catch up on a few comments, and then I'm going to have the 2 minutes of quiet, and then we'll do the healing and the walkthrough. Okay. Hello from Ottawa, Canada. Hello. Hello from Portland, Oregon, in the U.S. Hello. Stoked to join in. Well, good. You're welcome. Hi from Sweden. Hello. Hello. Hi there, Michigan, listening. Michigan in the U.S. Hi from Ottawa, Canada, with some giraffe emojis. Thank you. Hi from Portland, Oregon. Thanks, Janet. We were thinking about moving to Portland, Oregon, but then the angels said go to Washington State instead, for us personally. A healing for that. Caffeine. Yes, caffeine. I do have green tea. I have 1 teaspoon of, like green tea, loose leaf green tea, and I make it into a cup of green tea, and that's the only caffeine I have now. Because my acupuncturist said it would help me digest my fatty breakfast that I like to eat. But that's it. Have it after breakfast, within 2 hours after breakfast. Okay, someone says, hi, Janet, saying your name. Thank you. Welcome, welcome. Someone says, that sounds like my dad, about working too much and avoiding. Yes. It's a familiar dynamic. People, if there's something wrong with their marriage and they don't want to deal with it, suddenly they need to work extra hours. Someone says, that sounds wonderful. Marinating in anything other than good stuff. Unsound plan. Yes, but very common. Someone says, hello from England. Hello. Husband in the healing. Yes. Thank you for your survey, but has gone to watch the football. It must be working. That's good. Yeah, we're getting a little more play in there. Yeah. Yeah, and again, thanks so much for your surveys. Even if you mention just the slightest little thing, it helps me read the person's energy and think about what worked and what I could do better in the next healing. So it's good stuff. All right, so now we'll have our 2 minutes of quiet time. 1 minute into that, I will start healing people. So you'll see me move my hands. That's how you know I'm starting to heal people. But I'll still be quiet, just so I'm kind of super focused. And then I'll, about 2 minutes from now, roughly, I'll start talking out loud as I'm healing. Okie doke. Thank you for your patience with my quiet time, with our quiet time. Okay, thank you for waiting. So make a copy out in front of you of what you're healing, just with your intention. You don't have to be able to see energy yet to do that. So make a copy of your aura, both regular auras, your astral body aura and your physical body aura, your bodies inside your aura, your physical body, as well as your astral body. And they're both in the same place if you're very present. And your grounding, make a copy of your grounding out in front of you. That's your connection to the core of the earth. And let's focus on healing the grounding first and unblocking grounding. So create your grounding red or orange or yellow as wide as your whole aura, rather than a skinny rope. If you really must have your skinny rope, just make an extra one that's as wide as your whole aura. So your whole aura is probably about this wide as the heel of the palm of your hand. If it's as flowing as it would ideally be. So make a big wide grounding, bring it up as high as your third chakra where your sternum bone ends. That's your third chakra. So your sternum bone, the center of your rib cage in the front here, just where that ends, that's your third. So red, orange, or yellow grounding, that wide, that high up. And that wide all the way down to the core of the earth. And comb through your grounding with gold light, which you generate with your hands. You set your hand chakras and your fingertip chakras to be a metallic gold color, like this glitter. And that causes the energy that is naturally generated by those chakras to be that gold vibration. So again, that's with intention. You don't have to be able to see energy yet in order to do that. Just use gold light to unblock your grounding and melt away little stuck parts of your grounding. And you can especially look for energy blocks in your grounding that you're really avoiding, you're trying to pretend aren't there, you're in denial about. Just imagine a big chunk of energy blocks like that and just melt them away. Because as we said in the intro, it takes way more energy to avoid stuff than it does just to get it over with and clear it. So imagine the stack of energy blocks in your grounding that you're most avoiding and just get it over with and clear it. You can blow them up. You can melt them with gold light. You can ask angels to help you do it. Angels, help me melt these. Find another stack of energy blocks in your grounding that you've been avoiding or you're in denial about, and just get it over with. Melt them away with gold light, blow them up. You can hand them to your angels. Angels, here you go. It's another option. So that's grounding and grounding unblocking. So then indie grounding is stands for independent grounding, indie grounding. And you just check the outer surface of your grounding as it goes all the way down to the core of the earth and melt away the branch off parts so that it's not branching off to anyone else's grounding. And you might need to say encouraging messages to those people, inspiring messages, so that they understand that they're better off and you're better off with separate grounding. So just say, hey, go check your own grounding. Have your angels help you with grounding. Go take a deep breath. If you have your own grounding, it makes us both stronger. So that's indie grounding. Making sure there's no branch off parts. They just, your grounding goes straight down all the way to the core of the earth. All right, beautiful. So let's do aura repair of the two regular auras. 2 days ago, we did aura repair of the Wei Qi auras, so I'm going to skip that in the interest of time. This time, Wei Qi auras are 15 extra auras that you have that help with strong boundaries, so they're very good to repair. But like I said, we did it 2 days ago, so if you want, you could use that one as a walkthrough for Wei Qi aura repair. So we'll just do the regular, 2 regular auras, repairing those, which is really, I would say, essential to do to make the most of every day. We'll do a really thorough version of it. I do have short little walkthrough videos if you like those of aura repair. So you just imagine your 2 regular auras out in front of you, and like I said, if you're fairly present, these auras are in the same place, and so it just looks like 1 aura, but it's really 2. And you just imagine the rips in your aura. If you've never repaired your aura before, you may be like missing the entire back half of it, or most of the back half of it. It's supposed to be like a round bubble all around you. So anyway, if you're having trouble imagining the rips, or you just want to be kind of time efficient, you can make a composite copy of all the rips. So you imagine 1 rip that represents all the rips in your 2 regular auras. And then you repair that 1 composite copy rip, and that fixes all the rips. That repairs all the rips. So you just imagine this composite copy rip and get the gold light really deep into the rip so that it starts to grow back and repair itself. And if you can't see energy, especially, it's really good to clean out the rip, like alternate, clean out, repair, clean out, repair, clean out, repair. Because if you can't see energy, you won't be able to tell if there's so much junk getting in the way of the repair that it doesn't finish repairing. So it's just a nice precaution to just keep cleaning it out as well. So you use sticky gold wax, which is gold light, but you harden it and it sticks to what's not you. So you fill it up with sticky gold wax, this composite copy rip, get it real deep in there, and that'll stick to all the junk that you need to remove, and then just remove the junk and the wax together and say, angels, here you go. Okay, and let's do that again. Sticky gold wax, get it really deep in there so it sticks to all the junk that's in all the rips in your aura, basically. And then remove the junk and the wax. Angels, here you go. So then now we'll do more repair of this composite copy rip, which represents all the rips in your 2 regular auras. And then at the end, when it's no longer leaking, it's all grown back, you may have a hard, bumpy sort of crust, which I call aura scarring. And that impairs the strength of your aura. You don't want any hardness anywhere in your energy field. You want it to be very flowy, because that's actually a lot stronger energy-wise. There we go. So imagine any aura scarring that you have in your 2 regular auras. It would be around the edges, and just imagine it all in one spot. Put all the scarring in one spot and in one place, and just melt it all together at one time. So you're melting the aura scarring that is in your 2 regular auras. Ah, la 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 la. If you still have some left over, just say, angels, help me to melt that away. Help me clear it. Okay, so that was aura repair plus melting aura scarring. Let's melt aura bruising too. Bruising is, it can be in that outermost layer of your aura, but it can be even, in any of the layers. Usually it's in a few layers at one time. It's just usually it's if someone was like kind of throwing energy at your aura subconsciously, pounding away, but it didn't rip, then it just kind of, the impact of it can kind of build up and bruise the several layers at once. And so it forms like sort of a hard crustiness in part of the aura layer. And that hardness, like I said, flow is stronger than hardness. So the hardness can actually weaken that spot of your aura. So then later, eventually it can rip, right? So just, we want to melt away all the aura bruising in any of your aura layers. You have 7 aura layers to each of these, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, to each of these regular auras. So just use lots of gold light. It could be gold sandstorm too. Gold light can just be like a flow, like kind of like a shower head of gold light, but you can also turn it into like little flecks of gold and spin it around like a gold sandstorm, and that might feel more assertive and thorough. Either way, or gold fire, that's nice too. But again, we're doing this through all the aura layers to melt away aura bruising. And if you have no aura bruising, or you get rid of it and you're still doing this, what it would do is just help. It would just unblock your aura more. You never waste of time to do extra healing for your aura. The quality of your aura is at least as important as the quality of your chakras. Most people don't realize that. So especially in the very bottom of all the aura layers and the very top of all the aura layers, let's comb through there just to clear away any blocked energy. Oh, and let's do sticky gold wax. So I'm kind of sticking a lot of stuff in here. Okay, so we did the scarring, and then we did the bruising. We melted that away. Then we did a little bit of unblocking the top and the bottom. And then now sticky gold wax. Okay, so sticky gold wax, we've already done it a little bit when we did that to clean out the junk from the rip. So we also want to do it to get rid of hard objects like spears that people can throw, and those can be just right in the edge of your aura, like half in, half out, or they could have come more deep in, depending on how stagnant your aura was. They could go deeper, and so we want to get rid of all those. So you can just sticky gold wax the whole thing, the outer surface, sticky gold wax, and then inside, both the regular auras. And just get your sticky gold wax inside there, and also in your body, muscles, nervous system, all the little chakras everywhere in your body. Just sticky gold wax the whole thing, the bottom of your aura, your both your groundings, astral and physical, just all around. Just sticky gold wax the whole thing to get rid of hard energy objects principally, but also, you can have sticky gold wax stick to invasive beings, other people's energy, just anything you want to get rid of, some energy blocks. And then, so then we have the wax stuck to all the junk that we want to get rid of. So you just move the wax and the junk to the side. So you're still here, your aura, your copy of your aura and your grounding and everything. You just move the wax and the junk to the side and then give it to your angels. Angels, here you go. Deep breath, wiggle your toes, stay here. Get used to that little shift. One more time, sticky gold wax through everything. I guess this time you can also add your Wei Qi auras, your 15 Wei Qi auras, just sticky gold wax those too. Your grounding, all your muscles, bones, everything. Sticky gold wax through everything, and let the wax stick to the junk. Move the wax and the junk to the side. Angels, here you go. Deep breath. Wiggle your toes, stay here. Okie doke. So a little extra repair around the edges of all your auras, your 2 regular auras and your Wei Qi auras. Just extra repair. So you get a nice energy seal around the edges of your 2 regular auras and as many Wei Qi auras as you can right now. So the energy seal just means there's no rips and there's no more hard objects messing with the surface tension. So it's a nice sort of bouncy cohesion that you have, which adds to the strength of the edges of your auras. All right, and then also redo your gold buffer zones. There is a reference video for that. I'm not going to teach it right now. It just takes a second once you learn it to redo them. So redo your gold buffer zones. There's an 18-minute video called Gold Buffer Zones. So if you search Janet Wright Gold Buffer Zones, you'll find it. But those slow the rate of aura damage if you use them properly. So it's a really good companion to repairing your aura, is making gold buffer zones and keeping them fresh. Keep making more. Okay, so now we're going to do the stuff that we didn't do on 2 days ago, creative ring repair and chakra repair. And I'm going to have a tea moment. Okay, so creative rings are 3 gold rings that they're a part of your astral body. So they come and go with your astral body. So when your body's asleep in bed, there are no creative rings because you, as a spirit, your astral body is off on the astral while your body's asleep. And so your creative rings are above your astral body head. But now that you're present and awake, the creative rings are right here. Okay, so 3 gold creative rings, but they can be smashed up. They can have cracks, literal breaks, little missing pieces, whatever. Because when people throw energy, if you get enough damage in your aura can't protect them anymore, and so then they shatter. And if they shatter, then it just makes everything not work so well. Like you feel fuzzy, foggy-headed, you feel overwhelmed, all sorts of stuff. When they're healed and repaired and they work fine, then they generate gold energy, a really inspiring gold energy, and that gets sent downward to all your chakras. So it helps all the chakras feel more energy and more pep and clarity. It's good stuff. So imagine your 3 gold creative rings out in front of you, a copy, right? You leave them here where they belong, but you make a copy out and you heal the copy, you repair the copy. So you imagine your 3 gold rings and then you just see, well, okay, are they shattered? Do they have any cracks? And if they do, don't worry, just surround the whole area in gold light. And the more you do that, the more they just grow back and heal and repair. So lots of gold light. Also, in the middle part of the rings, that's supposed to be clear, and there's not supposed to be junk in there. So just use lots of gold light to wash everything out. So a lot of times people that maybe aren't advanced yet, they miss checking, like intuitively, how are their creative rings? Because you can have, like, if your aura gets really strong, someone's bashing away at it, it might not rip. And so then you don't really check for like aura bruising, even though it's there and affecting you. You don't check maybe that the impact of someone banging away, even if your aura didn't rip, it could crack your creative rings. So if you're, trying to get more advanced, just intuitively check. Is there anything wrong with my creative rings? Are they cracked? Are they blocked? And just spend a second with that. Can help you wake up better in the morning to have your creative rings repaired and unblocked. So that you're more like fully alert sooner. Okay, so that was creative ring repair, a little bit of unblocking. I guess for more unblocking, let's just do Siki Gold Wax all around your creative rings. Inside them, around them, and have the wax stick to any junk that's not you, and move the wax to the side. Angels, here you go. One more time, Siki Gold Wax all around the inside and the outside, all around your creative rings. Have it stick to anything that's not you. Move the wax and the junk to the side. Angels, here you go. And just a little extra repair and unblocking of your creative rings. All right, so that was creative ring repair and unblocking. Let's see. So then now we'll do chakra repair, which we did not explicitly do 2 days ago. And thanks to the survey, I did notice that some people really needed it. Particularly someone that was writing about, you know, feeling regret for the past, feeling like there was no one there to help her. She had a lot of heart chakra damage, has a lot of heart chakra, fourth chakra damage. So that sort of clued me in, like, oh wow, that didn't get automatically healed by the angels as a prep for this set. So that was part of the clue in. Someone had a really abrupt mood shift. I think it was on Monday afternoon, and they went from feeling good to being depressed pretty rapidly. Always suspect some kind of energy attack, you know, like damage to your aura, damage to your chakras. You know, if you're fine and then all of a sudden you're terrible. You know, someone mentioned bipolar, I think in some of the comments or something. Sometimes, I guess, I know there really is a condition, psychological condition, being bipolar, but even just people that are not, you know, it's just if you get whacked, all of a sudden your mood shifts drastically, and potentially. So just a heads up. that's the good news with energy healing. You can repair your chakras, you can repair your aura, and then your mood stabilizes again. Okay, so long story short, let's do it. So chakra repair, basic shape of a chakra is an open cylinder. So round opening, cylinder part, and then round opening, right? And it just depends the orientation of the chakra and the size of it too, I guess, but you don't have to worry about the size of it. But like the seventh chakra is in the head and the top of the head. So the round opening is in the top and then, you know, right in there. So it's kind of like oriented this way, you know, like kind of like my teacup, except it would be ideally purple, not blue. So it's a little smaller than the teacup though. but that's the orientation of that. And then 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 are oriented this way with the round opening in the front and the back. So anyway, to repair them, we can repair them all at once using composite copy technique, because that's easy. So that way you don't have to intuit which of your chakras need repair. You can just repair them all. And the ones that didn't need repair, it's just nice unblocking for them. It's nice nourishing for them because we're using gold light. Okay, so you just make a composite copy that represents, I guess we can have it represent all your major and minor chakras. So minor chakras are like little acupuncture points that you have everywhere, all over your body. Minor chakras also can be like, say, your Kundalini chakra below the first chakra. That's a minor chakra because it's not one of the major 7. You have one like right here. I call it chakra 4.5. That's a minor chakra because it's not one of the major 7. But anyway, so you have a ton of minor chakras. We'll throw that into the same idea, same chakra shape, blah, blah, blah. They tend to be smaller in size, but it doesn't matter. So let's make one composite copy of your, that represents your major and minor chakras, and go ahead and heal that, repair it. So you just use gold light and run that through the composite copy so that, you know, any of the chakras that are kind of shattered or cracked or have missing pieces, they start to grow back the more gold light that you send to this composite copy. So again, we're doing chakra repair of all major and minor chakras of yours at once, just using one composite copy and gold light. And we can use sticky gold wax here just to get rid of all the junk that is stuck onto the chakra and in the chakra, because sometimes that junk gets in the way of the repair process. So sticky gold wax around the whole thing, all around the outside and the inside and the round openings, the sticky gold wax the whole thing, and then just crack the wax in half, take half off. Angels, here you go. Angels, here you go. So you're giving the wax and the junk to your angels. So a little more repair. Repair and unblocking with the gold light. And then we'll do sticky gold wax again. Sticky gold wax inside, around the outside, around the outer surface of the round openings. Sticky gold wax. And divide the wax in half and give the wax and the junk to your angels. Angels, here you go. Angels, here you go. Sound effects are optional. And I'll just keep repairing and unblocking. Also, of course, the gold light melts away energy cords going from you to other people. The only cords that I would say are necessary and useful and positive to keep is a first chakra cord. If you have young children, 13 years or younger, just the first chakra cord between your first chakra and their first chakra, that's the one that you would keep. But all other cords are not necessary between you and other people, even you and your young kids. You only need that first chakra cord to your young kids. So go ahead and melt all these cords. And it can be cords to work people, cords to personal life people. Just melt them all away. And again, finish up your repair of all your major and minor chakras. The minor chakras, they're smaller and they can be a little more delicate, so they can just kind of crush a little more easily. So just so you know, so extra gold light so that you uncrush your chakras. All right, so that was repair and unblocking of all your major and minor chakras. And so you can get rid of that composite copy, just blow it up, or give it to your angels if you don't like blowing things up. So that was chakra repair of major and minor chakras. All right. Now we will do quickly, knock on wood, repair of your GV and CV meridians. So those are major body meridians. Meridians are, you know, as I'm talking about them, they're from traditional Chinese medicine. We all have them in our physical bodies. They're energy pathways, like rivers. That energy naturally flows in your body. Essentially, when the rivers get blocked, you feel pain, you have dysfunction, potentially illness. When the rivers are flowing, you feel good, you don't have pain, and you are more optimally healthy. So flow is good, even in traditional Chinese medicine. So with all these meridians, you have two that are considered special meridians. Well, at least two, I guess, but whatever. The two that we're focusing on are considered special meridians, and they kind of manage a lot of the other meridians. So the CV meridian starts in the crotch and it goes up the front midline of the body and ends in the tip of the tongue. So just straight up, and that's the direction of flow, upward. And it manages, its CV stands for conception vessel meridian, and everyone has one, and it helps to manage all your yin meridians. So yin is a really sort of, I'm not a acupuncturist, type simple description of yin energy would be like nourishing, introspective, aware of subtleties, um, that kind of thing. So it's important energy, and if it's out of whack, you will feel weird and not good. So we want your yin energy to be nice and strong. And so that's the CV meridian. That's why we'll be repairing and unblocking that. And then your GV meridian starts in the crotch also, but goes up the back of your body along the midline and hooks around the neck and the head and ends in the roof of the mouth. So that hook around part is very important for like not having headaches. If you have headaches, you probably have damage, a lot of damage to this part that hooks around your head. So the GV meridian. So if you have a headache, you probably have aura damage and or GV meridian damage. So again, it goes straight up the back. This is the direction of the flow, upward, and it hooks around the head and ends in the roof of the mouth. So this will be a quick version. I have lots of videos on GV and CV meridians, repair and healing and stuff, but this will be super quick. So you just I'm going to imagine both at once. So you got the straight up hook around one, which is the GV. That one manages all your yang meridians, so self-assertiveness, keeping yourself safe, more sort of I don't know. They both help each other though, yin and yang. So you need both, and you need both to be really healthy and flowing and strong, right? So you imagine the hook around one and then the shorter one, the CV, and just get both flow upward. And so they're like red tubes, and with a big river flowing in the tube. And so you want the tube not to have any rips or leaks, and you want a big flowing river. You want the tube to be very unrestricted and as big as it needs to be, and you want red flowing, like a really strong red flowing river of your body's life force flowing in both of these meridians. So just repair and unblock. And the GV and CV1, that's the acupuncture point right there in the crotch. There's a GV meridian point, and there's a CV meridian point. And you can just imagine them like round openings where the energy enters that meridian from other parts of your energy system, and just unblock that round opening of the GV1 point and then the CV1 point. Unblock both of those. And then just trace the meridians upward. Like I said, you want no rips, right? So just heal up any rips. You can use sticky gold wax too, because you can have hard spears that people throw stuck in these meridians. So just sticky gold wax both meridians. So it's 6 blocks that are good to now. And also you want to think healthy and gentle all the time when you're healing. You want to remove, repair, unblock as much as is healthy and gentle to do right now. So sticky gold wax, both of them, and remove whatever's healthy and gentle to remove right now, and give it to your angels. The angels, here you go. So sticky gold wax them again. Have the wax stick to all the stuff that's healthy and gentle to get rid of. Move the wax and the junk to the side. Angels, here you go. So more repair now that you've removed those hard, junky things and energy blocks. So, and especially the loop around part that you need nice and strong and whole so you don't get headaches. Keep repairing that part. All right, so that was a quick version of GV and CV meridian repair and unblocking. For 6 minutes. Oh, quickie. Okay, so now we're going to do melt your wall, which, as I said in the intro, is a 4-minute video you can do for yourself. Melt your wall. I use wall sometimes in different ways because you can have walls that are different things in your space. But this 4-minute melt your wall video, if you search generate melt your wall, you'll find it. It's about melting the wall between you and your angels. That is accidental and subconscious usually, and it just prevents your angels from helping you as much as they could, helping, advising, healing. Because your angels can heal you 24/7. I mean, it's just an insanely amazing sort of unfair advantage, And life is not about fairness, but it's just an insane amount of advantage that you have, that because your angels, they want to keep healing you and helping you and advising you and, the whole thing. And you just, the more you're open to it, the better. So, anyway, so let's melt this wall of junk, subconscious stress junk that can get in the way of that. Okay, so you just imagine the wall of subconscious junky stress, whatever, that's in between you and your angels, blocking their help. And again, angels are totally, this is specifically a wall between you and angels, not just rando spirits, These are your angels. So they're like completely altruistic, handpicked to help and guide you in this life. I mean, they're super wise, super strong. So I mean, it's a total win to like get rid of this wall, right? So just imagine the wall between you and your angels, blocking you from receiving as much help as possible, and melt this wall. You can blow it up. You can melt it with gold fire, gold water, gold sandstorm. And just take your time. You can ground the wall, soak it in red earth energy, and just take your time and melt the whole thing. And you can notice, like, okay, well, maybe there's part of a wall that you notice, but then if you like kind of relax and be like, I want to notice all of it, you might notice it's like 4 times wider than you thought it was, and melt the whole thing. So then that way you get even more help from your angels. And just keep breathing. This is kind of a big thing. Simple but big. Big good. So we're melting the wall of subconscious stress and baggage and whatever that accidentally blocks you from getting as much help as possible from your angels. All right. So if you have any left over, just try to blow it up. Can imagine. Okay, what's the leftover part of your wall that's still good to clear, but you just didn't clear it yet? And go ahead and melt the rest of it. All right, good job. So that's melting your wall in between you and your angels so that you can receive as much angel help, guidance, protection, healing as possible. All right. So we did that in 4 minutes, just like the 4-minute video. Let's do what we did do on Sunday 2 days ago. We'll do it again. I will explain it hopefully more succinctly than I did on Sunday. Unmatching global pain. So first, let's just do a quick regrounding, because we haven't done that in a little bit. So redo your grounding. You can make it a different color if you want, within red, orange, or yellow. And make it again, of course, as wide as your whole aura, as high as your 3rd chakra. So wide behind you, in front of you, all around, and wide all the way down to the core of the earth. And comb through a copy of that grounding. And just use the gold light to melt away any stuck energy anywhere in the grounding, especially in the back, especially in the center of the grounding. Okay, so unmatching global pain, what we're going to do is just find energy blocks that are within you that happen to be also in most people on the planet. Not necessarily from the same event, but vibrationally they're very similar to what everyone else has. And so by you clearing your energy blocks, we're not going to touch everyone else's energy blocks, just you clear yours. That's very safe. It helps you to unmatch the global pain or global stagnation or global blocks that most people on the planet have. And it's extremely strengthening to do that. And it makes you a lot safer. So, yes, let's do it. So we're just going to kind of improvise and look for different places that the blocks can be that you have that also most people on the planet have. So how about in the front of the heart chakra? So fourth chakra, number 4 in the center of chest, has to do with love, self-love. I have an email handout, by the way. It's like an email attachment, 2 pages that lists all the major chakras, their colors, their qualities, what they help you with. If you want, if you don't have that and you want it, just email me. It's free. Just say, please send me the 2-page chakra handout. My email is janet@janetwrightreadings.com. But anyway, okay, so the 4th chakra, imagine, it looks like a round open cylinder, right? And the front of the 4th chakra, just find some energy blocks there in the front of your 4th chakra that are just like what most people on the planet have. And just notice, okay, is one energy block or a set of 4 or something? Mine is a set of 4. And just melt away your copy only of these energy blocks. But they are, pretty much identical in vibration to what most people on the planet have. So you're just melting your blocks. So it's okay if you don't feel immediate relief. The more present you get, the more you do feel immediate pleasant effects, which is nice. But it still works if you're a newbie. You just might not feel it like someone more advanced would feel it right away. Okay, so another energy block. Let's do one in the back of the 4th chakra. So, right back here. Just imagine the round opening of the back of your 4th chakra, and with your intention, find some energy blocks back there that are just identical in vibration to what most people on the planet have. And is it just one block? Is it a set of multiple ones? Mine is a set of 2. But, whatever. And just melt away your energy blocks. Don't touch anyone else's. And again, these are energy blocks in the back of your 4th chakra that are identical in vibration to what most people have on the planet. And if they didn't clear or melt, as you were using the gold light, just say, angels, help me clear these. Let's find some energy blocks like this in your grounding. So again, imagine you're grounding and find some energy blocks that you have in your grounding that are identical in vibration to what most people on the planet have. And is it a set of blocks? Is it just one block? I'm looking at a set of 2 blocks, but yours could be different. And just melt them away with gold light. Again, you're only melting your blocks away. That's very safe to do. And just take a deep breath. When you're done, wiggle your toes. Let's do another one of the ones in your grounding. So find another block or set of blocks in your grounding that just happens to be the same vibration as what most people on the planet have in their grounding. And just find blocks like that. And you can notice how many there are if you want, or just just a chunk of blocks. You don't have to count them. And just run gold light through your blocks in your grounding only. All right. And you could also blow them up. You can hand them to your angels too. That works. First chakra, courage, safety, and abundance. So the energy blocks in the first chakra would be causing fear, anxiety, worry, stuff like that. Abundance issues. So let's find some of those. So we can unmatch global fear. How about that? Ooh. So just imagine your first chakra, and technically it's your astral body first chakra and physical body first chakra that you can be imagining, like a composite of your astral first chakra and your physical first chakra. If that doesn't blow your mind. And so you're imagining your first chakra. Ideal color for your first chakra is red. So just set it to your favorite shade of red. And colors is on that email handout that I could hand you, that I could email you if you want. But just imagine your first chakras and only yours, and find an energy block, let's say in the front, that you have that is identical to what most people on the planet have, and go ahead and melt those blocks or that block. And just take a deep breath. Wiggle your toes, stay here. If that didn't clear, you can say, angels, help me clear that. Let's do another one at the first chakra level. Since first chakra is the sort of the last one that you get present in, when you come in your body, you come in from the top. So 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So a lot of people have a lot of fears and a lot of blockages with their abundance and their courage. So it's a really nice one to keep unmatching global pain in. So how about around the cylinder part of the first chakra? Just imagine some blocks you have wrapped around your first chakra that are identical to what most people on the planet have, and just melt yours. Again, wrapped around your first chakra. Just melt your blocks. And if that didn't fully melt, say, angels, help me melt that. Feet chakra are very interesting. That could be another fun one. So feet chakra, you have a big chakra. I mean, there are a lot of chakras in the foot, minor chakras all over the place, because you have all sorts of bones, and so there are little joints in between the bones, and so there's little energy centers in all the little joints. So very cool. You could like give an energy healing to all the little joints in your foot, all the little energy centers and all the bones and everything. Super cool. But you have a big chakra in the arch of your foot that helps bring up earth energy up your leg. So let's heal the feet chakra. And first let's just heal and unblock them a little bit. So round, open cylinder, and the direction of that would be complementary to the flow. And so the foot chakra pulls up earth energy, so the round opening would be at the bottom, and then one at the, in there. So just unblock and repair your feet chakra, the main one in the arch of your foot. You can use gold bottle brush, like make a gold bottle brush out of gold light and unblock it. Just stick it and just move it around, swish it around to get rid of the blocks in your feet chakra. And give that brush to your angels. Angels, here you go. All right, and then let's unmatch global pain in our feet chakra. So just imagine an energy block around one of the round openings, either the bottom or the top of your foot chakra. So energy blocks that you have that happen to be identical to what most people on the planet have. And just imagine those energy blocks that you have and melt your energy blocks only. Okay, let's do one more of that. So maybe energy blocks wrapped around the foot chakra, around the cylinder part of the first chakra. Find some energy blocks that you have that happen to be an identical vibration to what most people on the planet have wrapped around their feet chakra, and just melt away your energy blocks around your feet chakra. So technically you have 2 feet chakra, but you can do it as a composite and just think of it as one chakra if you want. So wiggle your toes, be in your feet. Maybe do some ankle rotations. All right. I do have a video where I'm sure where I'm walking you through healing your feet, and I show like a diagram of all the bones in the foot and everything. If you want to really geek out, probably if you search YouTube for Janet Wright heel feet, maybe maybe bones, heel bones feet, you'll find it. I would think. Um, legs feet maybe is in the title. Janet Wright heel legs feet. Anyway, so let's see. We're unmatching global pain. Yeah. Let's do one around the second chakra. So second chakra, below the belly button, emotions, sexuality, sensuality. Round opening in the front, round opening in the back. So just imagine your second chakra, both astral and physical. You can imagine a composite of both of them together if you want. And just give it a quick healing and unblocking. Second chakra is emotions, sexuality, and sensuality. We already repaired all the chakras, so it should be repaired if you did the repair part. But you can use a gold bottle brush and just get rid of some of the stuck energy inside it to the extent that's healthy and gentle too right now. Give that gold bottle brush to your angels. Make another gold bottle brush. Do it a little more, maybe around the outside too. Get rid of some junk in your second chakra, some blockages. Angels, here you go. Because it takes more energy to keep it there and deal with it than it does just to clear it and get rid of it. So this is your second chakra, both astral and physical. We're just doing a little extra unblocking. Okay, so that's just general. So then now the unmatched global pain is you imagine energy blocks in or around your second chakra that happen to be identical to energy blocks that most people on the planet have. So maybe like in the front of your second chakra, just imagine a bunch of energy blocks that fit that description that are very similar in vibration to what most of the people on the planet have, and just melt your energy blocks. So you can count how many are in your chunk that you're thinking of, maybe just 1, maybe 5, whatever, but you don't have to count the blocks. And again, these are energy blocks in front of your second chakra that happen to be the same as most people on the planet, but you're just melting yours. And if you have any trouble with that, just say, angels, help me melt that. We'll do one that's not around a chakra for unmatched global pain. Shoulders. So imagine your shoulders. Um, so just, maybe from the back view or from the front view, however you want. But just imagine your shoulders, a copy of your shoulders out in front of you, and imagine some energy blocks in or around your shoulders that happen to be just like in vibration what most people on the planet have, and just melt away your energy blocks, not theirs, just yours. So again, these are shoulder energy blocks. I'm doing ones that are right around the outside of the back of your shoulders, but you can do it anywhere. Again, you're just melting your version, your energy blocks around your shoulders that happen to be identical to what most people on the planet have. And if yours aren't melting, just say, angels, help me do that. All right, so I can see that that'll be really fun to play with in future healings too. So that was Unmatching Global Pain. Just playing around with that. And if you want a bigger explanation of why you only melt your energy blocks and why that's a really big safety thing, to only melt your energy blocks and not everyone else's, or not multiple people's energy blocks at once, I go into that in detail in the other healing that we did 2 days ago. So I'll link that below in the comment section later. It'll be healing 1 of 2 for work-life balance. And you go there and listen to the intros for Unmatched Global Pain. Like Unmatched Global Pain explaining. I don't know. Go into detail. Okay. So that was about 19 minutes of Unmatching Global Pain. I kind of got carried away because it's so fun. All right, we're gonna have to be very time efficient. Okay, so healing specific parts of you, we also did on Sunday, 2 days ago, but it's a big deal, and I could see that people needed it more again, even though it did really help. So we're going to do it just like we did on Sunday, 2 days ago, but just sped up. So you imagine versions like little you out in front of you, little versions of you that are freaked out in certain ways that need healing. And this is a very versatile technique. So if you're really mad at somebody and you can't seem to get over it, and you've already checked your aura repair and your grounding and everything, and you're like, I don't know how to fix this, I'm still furious. You imagine the parts of you that are really stuck in anger and heal just the little mini versions of you that are stuck in rage. And that really can nip it in the bud. If you imagine a specific part of you that is most stuck in whatever, most stuck in procrastination, most stuck in boredom, most stuck in depression, whatever. You isolate that part of you and just say hi to that part of you and heal that part of you like a little miniature you. It's can be very quick and effective. Don't bother to experience that whole thing. Like, don't make it a really big experiential, like, oh my god, no, I'm 10 times as depressed. No, it's just a little part of you away from you, and you heal that part of you. So when you heal that part of you, it just dissolves and you get that energy back as, just healthy flowing energy. So you don't get the junk back, you get the just nice flowing energy. Okay, so that's healing specific parts of you. And we're going to do that to the same 4 ways that we did on Sunday. So the first way is heal your wounded worker parts of you. So, and it can be from this or past lives, but it can be very subconscious. but parts of you that are stuck about work. Either, you know, someone didn't like your work, they criticized your work, or you're just stuck in like compulsively working too much, or, you know, you have zero motivation and that's how you're wounded, whatever. So just imagine your wounded worker parts of you that are really good to heal right now, you know, little miniature parts of you. Give them all little grounding cords if you want. Give them all grounding, red or orange or yellow. And then just lots of gold light. Wash out these parts of you. You don't have to see this, just imagine or think or use your intention. So you're healing the wounded worker parts of you. So lots of gold light. You can say comforting messages to these parts of you, like it's okay, it's time to heal. It's all right. Everything's okay. It's just time to heal. You're doing great. All right, if you still need more healing for these parts of you, they're still there. Just say, angels, please help me finish this up. Okay, so on Sunday we did 2 rounds of each of these, but now we're just going to do 1 round each because we have so much more we want to get to. So we'll just make 1 round really count. So that was healing the wounded worker parts of you. So now we'll heal the denial, the parts of you that are stuck in denial and or stuck in avoidance. So denial is often subconscious. You don't know what you don't know. It's just part of you just kind of blocking out something, so you're just not aware of it. And that can really get in the way of personal growth, because if you're blocking out awareness of it, then I mean, you can get around it with energy healing, but it's easier just to get rid of it, the denial, and that way you get more clarity, more conscious awareness. And if you have non-judgment as well, then it's fine. You're just aware of your flaws, but they don't really bother you. You just work on them. And everyone has flaws, so it's okay, right? So we're gonna melt away the unhealthy denial. Levels of denial that you have that are just, it's really impeding your own growth and your own progress, and it's really time to melt this denial, right? So little denial parts of you, little avoidant parts of you, unhealthy avoidance, unhealthy denial, and just line up these parts of you. Really good, the parts that are really good for you to heal right now. And just say, hi, it's okay, we can heal. And just give all these parts of you grounding, red or orange or yellow little groundings if you want, and then just gold light. Heal these denial and avoidant parts of you. Just say, it's okay, we can heal. We don't have to think about it, we can just heal. We don't have to talk about it, we can just heal. It's quicker and easier just to heal and clear than it is to keep all this junk. So again, you're healing the denial and avoidant parts of you that are healthy to heal right now. All right. So if you have any more just that didn't melt, just say, angels, help me clear this. So deep breath, wiggle your toes. Maybe give yourself a hug. Tell yourself you're doing a good job. Good job, good job. Okay, so then the next one is that we'll do is overwhelmed caretaker parts of you. So overwhelmed parent part of you. It could be caretaker of you know, a family member that you've been taking care of. It could be that you're a parent, and that's can be overwhelming. But it could be also in a past life. Of course, in past lives you've been parents. Of course, in past lives you've taken care of other people. So sometimes you can get a little stuck because it can be a lot to do. And so the overwhelmed caretaker parts of you, just line up the parts of you that are stuck in that. Overwhelmed caretaker parts of you, just say, hi, it's okay, it's time to heal. And give these parts of you little groundings. And lots of gold light for the overwhelmed caretaker parts of you. It's okay. It's time to heal. It's all right. It's okay. Just say comforting messages to these parts of you. And we're healing the overwhelmed caretaker parts of you with gold light. Keep breathing, wiggle your toes, don't try too hard. Just let the gold light do the work. Deep breath. All right, and so if any of that didn't clear yet, just say, angels, help me clear that. Take a deep breath. Maybe stretch just a teeny bit. Okay, so the last one that we'll do for this heal parts of you, heal specific parts of you, is wounded inner child parts. And that can definitely get in the way of work-life balance. If you're stuck in, say, like angry 3-year-old vibe subconsciously, then it's really hard to be disciplined. It's really hard to make, you know, mature decisions about time allocation and time management. To, you know, rise above some potential conflict with a coworker. You know, if you're stuck in angry 3-year-old, it's just really hard, you know, or whatever. So, and this could be ways in which you were wounded in this life or as a child or in past lives as a child. So it's easy to get a lot of leftover wounded inner child parts of you. And so let's take the opportunity to heal that, because it's a nice boost in life to heal this. So just imagine little wounded inner child parts of you, and you can push them out further away from you if you're nervous and you don't want to feel those parts of you. Either way, but you just imagine little mini wounded inner child parts of you and make them nice, wonderful red or orange or yellow groundings. And just say, hi, it's okay, it's time to heal, we're safe, everything's okay. Just use lots of gold light and wash out these wounded inner child parts of you. Take a deep breath, let the gold light do the work for you. We're healing wounded inner child parts of you. Specifically, that get in the way of work-life balance, but they get in the way of everything. It's not their fault, they're just wounded, so we're gonna heal them so they're no longer wounded. So these parts of you won't be stuck anymore in damaging experiences. You'll get back the energy as just healthy life force. So you'll keep the learning and the experience, but lose the pain. So again, we're healing wounded inner child parts of you. Deep breath, wiggle your toes, stay here. So if you have any leftovers, just say, angels, can you help me clear all that? All right, so what was that? That was healing specific parts of you, and we did it 4 ways, just like we did 2 days ago. But this time we did it a little bit quicker, more quickly. We healed wounded worker parts of you, healed denial avoidant parts of you, healed overwhelming caretaker parts of you, and we healed wounded inner child parts of you. Good job. Give yourself a hug. What a great job. All right, beautiful. So a lot of times I do call back, bring in. There is a video, a standalone video called Call Back, Bring In, maybe like ballpark 18 minutes long or 22 minutes long, something like that. It's a nice little standalone video doing what we're about to do. But I use it a lot in group healings, this collection of 2 techniques. But I use it a lot at the end of healings. But I think now it would be nice as a nourishing step before we do some other stuff. So call back, bring in. It's 2 things. One thing is you call back your energy from wherever you left it. Maybe someone took it and they have some of it, so you can call it back. It's real easy. So that's the first thing. And work-wise, with work-life balance, calling back your energy is is especially appropriate, I would say, because like say you have a stack of papers on your desk that represents, you know, like I talked about before, that I had a stack of tax papers on my desk, in a folder, you know, so they weren't getting messy or anything, but I kept it on my desk for like months. It was supposed to remind me to do my taxes, which is silly because I wouldn't have forgotten. I just wouldn't have done it, you know, and I didn't do it. I just kept the folder on my desk forever, which is ridiculous. I should have just filed it away so I didn't have to stare at it day in, day out. It's sort of a attempt at motivation that was more self-punishment than anything. But anyway, so I had a lot of energy in that folder on my desk, which was completely unnecessary and unproductive, right? So that can happen a lot in work-life balance issues. You have energy, you leave it in something because you're meaning to do it, or you don't think you did it well enough, or whatever, or you left it in the past, or you left it in the future, blah, 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 right? So let's not do that, right? Let's call our energy back so that you have it in the here and now, because that's where it's going to make you strong and help you to manifest and help you to be productive. So, and you know, someone in their survey, they mentioned regret. If you have regret about your past, chances are you're storing a lot of energy in your past, and you're sitting there, you know, back 5 years ago going, I shouldn't have done that, you know, and it's better. You're going to learn more. You're going to get stronger, evolve faster if you call that energy back, so that your energy isn't sitting back in regret 5 years ago or 10 years ago or 15 years ago, whatever, right? So call your energy back. So that's what we're about to do. So that was explaining call your energy back. This is doing call your energy back. So it's easy. You just make a 3D object that's temporary, out of gold light. So it can be like a 3D gold sun, or gold cube, or gold pyramid, or gold like cartoon kind of U-shaped magnet. But the idea is you make it a magnet, and so it calls back your energy from wherever it went. You don't have to worry if someone took it or you left it or blah, 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 right? And so you just imagine this object, and it's kind of more fun if you want to make it expand the more of your energy it receives back from wherever your energy went, right? So just have this 3D magnet, the gold magnet, call back your energy from, and it's your unique life force, so it'll come back to you like a cool little boomerang. So just call back your energy into the gold object, call it all back. Nobody else needs it, you need it. It doesn't have to sit in the past or the future, just you need it now. So call back all your energy into your gold object, and then just say, angels, can you clean out all this energy? Because you don't want the regret or the whatever, right? You just want nice cleaned out energy of yours, and then go ahead and give it to yourself. Okay, let's do that one more time. And of course you can do this whenever you want, you know, after you meet with a client, after you have a work week or a work day, or, you know, after you go to a party or have some relatives over, you can call back your energy. So big gold magnet, whatever shape you like, and have it expand as you call back your life force. And if you think you can't do this, of course you can, but just say, angels, help me do this, and then go for it, right? And just call back your energy into the magnet, and then just say, angels, can you clean out all this energy? And then give it to yourself. All right, so that was calling back your energy. Okay, now bringing in refers to new energy of yours, you know, like positive change kind of energy that you make. Typically you make it with your angels in your sleep on the astral, so then you bring it in. If you give yourself enough time in the morning to kind of wake up nicely and meditate maybe in the morning, then maybe you're not so backed up as far as bringing in your new energy, because you bring it in during your wake up morning rituals. It is nice if you're going to only do 5 minutes of centering work all day, do it in the morning, so that it helps you bring in all the good stuff. As you come in, you're bringing in your positive change energy. Ideally, of course, you could do something centering in the morning, the afternoon, the evening, you know, even if it's just a deep breath. But anyway, but you can get a little backed up as far as the good stuff that you're trying to bring in. So this process just makes sure that you're bringing in all the good stuff, you know, all your positive change energy that you need. So it's easy, really easy, actually. So that was the explaining. This is the doing. uh, so bringing in, you just imagine a copy of you. Well, do you have to imagine a copy of you? Let's not. The energy that you've been trying to bring in, it's usually above you, maybe over to one side. And so you can imagine it just like little balls of like rainbow colored energy. That's yours. It's positive change energy that you've been trying to bring in. And just run gold light through it. And usually that helps you to bring it in. It'll start coming in. So just gold light through these balls of your positive change energy that haven't come in yet. And that usually makes most of them come in. And you can also imagine a copy of you out in front of you and just wash through, comb through your whole space and clear any energy that, any blocks that make it harder for you to bring in your positive change energy. So you're clearing out any blocks within you so you can bring in your positive change energy, and then you wash out gold light through the positive change energy that hasn't come in yet. So you're kind of doing both, just so all that good positive change energy can come in. All the good work-life balance energy can come in. All right, so that was bringing in. And you can do that whenever you want, of course. So we have two other things that I said we would do, and that's fine. We can do them. We'll just be efficient about it. So heal inner wounds. That's easy. It sounds like a big deal. It is a big deal, but it's super simple to do. It's funny. So you can get wounded. You know, life can be very challenging, and stuff happens, and you get wounded, and that's okay. Because with energy healing, you can heal the wounds. So, of course, you know, you also do your grounding and your aura repair and your chakra repair so that, you know, you got like functioning motors and you're not leaking and you're nice and rooted, right? But healing inner wounds is one further step that you can do to heal from challenges that you've had that maybe, you know, messed you up a little along the way. So let's imagine any inner wounds that are really good for you to heal right now. It's totally time to do it. And any inner wounds that you can heal right now that would really help your work-life balance. So you can have some that are just so overdue to heal that would help you in some other way. That's fine. You can heal those and any work-life balance wounds that you should heal. So you can imagine the wounds like slashes out in front of you, like little diagonal slashes or little holes in the ground, whatever amuses you more. And just do gold light through the slashes. Like just spread gold light around and in the slashes or in the holes in the ground. And again, these are inner wounds about work-life balance or just general inner wounds that are just so overdue to be healed. And again, it's way easier and quicker to heal them than to just live longer with these wounds, right? So just get her done. Just do it. Just gold light in the little slashes. You don't have to think about what they are. So in that way, it's pretty different than psychotherapy, even though psychotherapy is very useful potentially. But with this technique, you don't have to know what you're healing. You just do it. So these are any inner wounds that you're ready to heal that are in the way of your work-life balance and or just general inner wounds that you really, 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 really should heal right now. All right. Good job. You're such a rock star. If you want, you can say to yourself, I'm a rock star. I'm amazing. All right. So that was general inner wounds and work-life balance inner wounds. And we'll do one more type of inner wound right now, healing. Because we want to move from even subconscious shame, regret, and self-judgment into clarity and non-judgment of yourself and others, right? You don't want to just sort of be in denial about what you've done or the work-life situation that you have. You want clarity about it as much as possible and non-judgment. So then it doesn't trip you out. Like if you see your own flaws, but you're not judgmental about it, you're just like, yeah, I have these issues. I'm working on it. Okay, no big deal. You know? So if you're in non-judgment, you're not stuck in drama about it. You're not stuck in shame, regret, self-judgment, all that junk, right? Okay. So how do we get there, right? Well, it can be gradual baby steps, but you can do it by melting the inner wounds that are causing the shame, the regret, and the self-judgment. It's not what you did back then that's causing the shame, regret, and self-judgment. It's the inner wounds that are causing you to view it in that way. Okay, so let's heal them. So just imagine out in front of you a bunch of slashes that represent your shame, regret, and self-judgment that you have on any level from any time period in this or past lives, and just melt them away. The amount that's healthy and gentle to do right now, any inner wounds causing shame, regret, and self-judgment, and just melt those puppies. It's so much easier to melt them than it is to live with them. So just gold light, spread the gold light in the slashes, and the slashes just melt away. Just more and more gold light. Just relax, deep breath. You can say, it's okay, it's time to heal, I'm safe. It's okay. Again, these are inner wounds that we're healing, causing shame, regret, or self-judgment. All right, great job. You can say, angels, help me finish with that, if there's any leftovers. All right, so that was healing inner wounds. And then the last thing I wanted us to do is especially clearing energy blocks that you've shoved into the back of your aura. And you've shoved them there because you don't want to deal with them. You've just decided on some level, it wasn't probably a very smart part of you, but part of you decided, oh, it's easier just to not deal with it. Except you are dealing with it if it's in the back of your aura. It's affecting you every day in so many ways, but you're pretending it's not, which is like so inefficient. So we're going to help you to help yourself. And we're going to specifically melt away stuff that you shove back there that's totally affecting you all the time, but you're pretending it's not. Okay, so, oh, so funny, the subconscious. Okay, so imagine the back of your aura, right? Just like Akudal is the back of her aura. Imagine the back of your aura. Imagine big grounding, be grounded, very grounded, big wide grounding, unblock your grounding, make sure it's wide in the back. Again, comb through your grounding just for a sec. Okay, and then pick some energy blocks in the back of your grounding. You don't have to think about what layer they're in. And ones that you're really either in denial about, pretending aren't there, or you're really avoiding, like you know they're there, but you're pretending like, no, not today, not today, not today. So just imagine one of those denial blocks or avoidance blocks in the back of your aura, and just surround them in gold light and melt them away or blow them up. You can give them a red grounding if you want, just to drain energy out of them. And just keep melting them, melt people's cords going into them. We had somebody in the Q&A 2 days ago where her husband is specifically cording all the blocks that she's avoiding. So they're fighting a lot. People can, even if you're pretending they don't exist, everyone else sees them, so they might be cording them. So just melt the cords and then let the blocks melt. Okay, so again, imagine the back of your aura, and let's melt blocks in the back of the fourth layer. Okay, fourth chakra, motivation, self-esteem, enthusiasm, gratitude, positive thinking. So fourth layer in the back. So this is stuff that's impairing all that good stuff I just listed, but you're pretending it's not, and you've shoved it in the back. So find some of that and just use lots of gold light and maybe bring up green earth energy and soak it in the green earth energy. Green is a nice fourth chakra color. And just lots of gold light. If these are your blocks, you're healing yourself, you could blow these up. But you can also melt them. You can even just hand them to the angels, like wrap them in gold light so you get them all. You go, angels, here you go. All right, let's do another one in the back of the fourth layer. So this would be stuff that's impacting self-love, enthusiasm, motivation, compassion, healthy balance of your needs versus other people's needs, feeling worthy, self-love, self-care, all that. So back of your fourth layer, imagine a bunch of junk you're pretending is not there, or you're like literally fooling yourself and you're in denial about it, or you're just like, I can't deal with it right now. Just clear it. It's so much easier to clear than it is to not clear. So surround it in gold light, bring up green earth energy, lots of gold light. Say, angels, help me do this. Again, this is still within the healthy and gentle range, what you're clearing. It's just that parts of you are not really thinking wisely. So sort of the smart part of you is in charge right now. You're melting these blocks rather than letting them haunt you. So melt these blocks in the back of your fourth layer. There you go. And if they don't clear, just say, angels, help me clear them. All right, so that's the back of the fourth layer. And of course, you can do that as much as you want. Energy blocks in the back of your second layer impact your emotions, how you feel every day, impact your sexuality, your sensuality, your enjoyment of tastes and smells, all sorts of things. Enjoyment of color, even. So back of the second layer, so it's almost the closest to your body, one out from that. Just find some energy blocks that are there, but you're putting off clearing them, or you're in total denial that they're there, and just imagine them and melt them with gold light. You can bring up orange earth energy. Orange is a nice color for this layer, second layer. Just melt these energy blocks, melt cords going into them from other people. You can blow them up if you're healing yourself, if you want. You can hand them to your angels, or you can just let them melt. Just feel how that feels. Move around a little, deep breath. Wiggle your toes. Okay, so again, let's do another one in the back of the second layer. So it's totally impacting you. You're just pretending it's not. You've shoved it in the back. So energy blocks in the back of your second layer. Find a big lump of them you're either avoiding or pretending they're not there, and just surround them in orange earth energy and gold light. And melt away cords from other people going into them. Lots of gold light. Just let them melt away. All right, and if yours didn't melt, just say, angels, help me clear that. Okay, so moving on, the last layer we'll do, but you can do any layer you want, you know, stuff that's affecting your communications, might be in your fifth layer, but you don't have to know what layer it is in either. You can just say, okay, energy in the back that's affecting me this way, you know, or that's making me, you know, feel this way about something, you know, and just get rid of it. So the back of the first layer, right up against your skin, that would be energy blocks impacting your safety, your courage, and your abundance. So we don't want any of that, right? So if it's in the back, you're trying to shove it back there to avoid it, to put it off. You're in denial about it. You fooled yourself thinking it's not there. It's not affecting you at all, even though it is every day. So let's imagine the back of your first layer and just find a big lump of junk that you've been avoiding, and just bring up red earth energy, surround it in red earth energy, surround it in gold light. Say, angels, help me do this. And if you've just jumped here, by the way, and you're only doing this and you've never done what we did earlier, which is unmatched global pain, I would suggest that you do that first. Unmatched global pain. Because I think that helps you to be able to do this more easily. But anyway, so this lump of junk energy blocks in the back of your first layer, just melt cords going into it. And just keep melting these energy blocks in the back of your first layer of your aura. And if it didn't finish clearing, just say, angels, help me clear that. So now just comb through everything. Your chakras, your major chakras along your spine. Check that you have a good chakra fit, which means your astral chakras fit nicely into your physical body chakras, the major 7. You might have a nice chakra fit in 765, but not 4321. So you just need to unblock those chakras a little extra so that the astral one can pop in fully into the physical one. Unblock above your head and above the top of your aura. That too can simplify things and align your chakras nicely. If you just unblock above your head, melt away energy blocks above the top of your head and above the top of your aura. And comb through your whole aura and both your groundings, both your regular groundings. And redo your gold buffer zones. And you can just say, angels, can you give me a healing? Help me finish up this healing. Wah, 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 wah. All right, so we're done. Great job. Good healing. Woohoo. All right. So I'm gonna catch up on comments a little bit. I don't want to have a big Q&A. I did a giant Q&A that was actually a little too big for me on Sunday. I need to be a little more disciplined with that. They're so fun for me to do that, you know, I forget like how taxing it can be to do 2.5 hours of questions after a 2-hour healing. So anyway, I'm gonna set a timer and this will be done in a half hour from now. So please be quick, post if you want. It'd be fun if you post if you want, but post like what this healing was like for you if you want. Post if you healed yourself and or if I healed you. It's nice to know that context because sometimes I can't figure it out from your YouTube, you know, like Wonder Woman YouTube ID. And for context, this is the 5th. This is the final healing of the month. I do a set of 3 healings starting on the first Friday of each month, and then I do this set of 2 healings starting on the 3rd Sunday of each month. So that's it for me for live streaming for this month, November 2021. So the next healings will be in December next month. And I'm going to pull up those themes. So Friday, December 3rd, Sunday, December 5th, Tuesday, December 7th, that's the December triplet set. It's called, the theme is Lighten Up, Clear Repression and Oppression. So that should be cool. But we're going to do, of course, all sorts of basics in that healing as well. So it'll help everything. And we're going to definitely also do unmatching global pain. We're going to add that to our sort of our basics list of things we do in every healing for a while. So that's the triplet set in December. And then December 19th and 21st, the final healings of the year. Get closure with 2021, get pumped for 2022. So anyway, and if you want to see all the healings and dates for 2022, it's already on my website, janetwrightreadings.com. There's a page called like themes, dates, payments, something like that. And so that's where you'll find all that. janetwrightreadings.com. Okay, so let me see if my timer is still going. Yes, okay, good. Someone says that sounds like me about something I was talking about. Someone says, hi Janet, tuned in a bit late, also still feeling quite low energy today, but as we started healing, I was motivated to do something I had been putting off. Yay! I love your amber ring. Yes, it is amber. Yeah. This is actually, it was, I think when my husband and I decided that we were married. I mean, we got legally married too, but that was later. Because for me, I just feel like when you decide you're married, that's what counts. It's the spiritual, intention of it that really counts. So anyway, so this was my first wedding ring with me and my husband, who's my second husband for context, but the final keeper, the keeper guy. But anyway, the keeper husband. But that was my initial wedding ring. But then I switched to I think this is silicone or something, like a little band. So I wear this every day. So this is technically my wedding ring now, but this is a wedding ring that I have. But yeah, I like amber. Okay. Thanks for the healing. Super. Felt the healing. Oh, good. Nice to know. Thank you. Please ask the angels what area to continue healing for career, what skills to develop, wanting inspiration, enthusiasm to focus intention. Blah, 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 blah. Just keep working what we did in the healing. Yeah, I'm not going to do a big Q&A right now. Just, I mean, these are handpicked. The angels get together. They work really hard to help me to pick these techniques. So if you want to work on career, just do work-life balance stuff for a while that we did in this healing. And, keep doing, for you in particular, but I would say for everyone, keep doing the unmatched global pain stuff, because that's a good relief and growth accelerant and safety help. The unmatched global pain stuff that we did today and we did on Sunday too. Someone says, I felt a bit more tired as increasing the intensity of workout. Yeah, we did pack a lot into today. It's the top tier project. I've been working with angels over a year to reverse unhealthy body images at work. Can't thank you enough. Okay. I'm not sure if you felt tired today or what, but anyway, I hope you feel good now. You look fine. You're actually in all your chakras right now, and nice flow. So, someone took back their message. Hopefully, well, anyway, if you took back your message, you can put a new one if you want. I guess, but you can also post anytime under any video. Someone says I felt a bit more tired as increasing. Oh, I already read that. Someone says, I feel pretty good. You got the healing. I loved the melting of avoidance blocks at the end. Yeah, in the back of the aura. But I did feel really sleepy and unfocused throughout the healing. Yeah, you're having some odd things going on in the upper left part of your aura. I think if you just do layer by layer, just work that. Because unfocused and fuzzy is like, it's not quite, usually it's up here that makes people unfocused and fuzzy. Like something off with that flow from the 7th through the creative rings and upward and downward again. And so you kind of have a weird little thing going on here, like a bunch of blocks and stuff. So yeah, just work the whole upper part of your aura and your creative rings and just, yeah. Interesting. Everything else looks great, and you're in all your chakras right now. So I think you're just highly sensitized to the state of your energy because you're very present right now. Someone says, thank you, Janet. I feel clear, centered, and happy. You healed me, and I healed myself. Many thanks. You're welcome, and thanks for the feedback. That's good to know. I'm glad. Someone says, hi, Janet. I healed myself. I wasn't able to watch on Sunday, so I asked my angels to give me the healing you were doing. Yeah, which is always a nice idea. Did that work? Thanks. Yes, that worked. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, the way your angels show it, it's like single, double, and triple. Like a single is you just ask your angels to give you the healing. A double is you also do it on yourself. And then a triple is you also get it from me, you know? So it all can be really good, you know? Anything's better than nothing. So on Sunday, you did a single and asked your angels to heal you. And today you did a double because you also healed yourself, which is great. But yeah, it does work. Lost my place. Keep doing the heal the avoidant parts of you, and the back of the aura work that we did towards the end. Energy blocks that you're in denial about, or energy blocks that you're avoiding. Keep doing that. So it says, I feel a lot lighter. Thank you. Oh, good. And you got the healing. And good. Good to know. How does my husband's energy look now? And you mentioned his name. He was feeling bad about himself for getting touchy with a colleague yesterday. We were both in the healing today. Yeah, he's looking good. I think, he's in 7 through 2 now, which is kind of new for him. He's getting more present. So he's in his second chakra more. So he'll feel, until he gets used to that, there may be some weird emotional stuff. Like, he's feeling what's always been there. So I think he kind of had a little bit of you know, oh, did I say that out loud? I think he's more aware of his subconscious frustrations than he has been in the back for a while. So for after a while, he'll get more evolved and learn, when to use the quiet inside voice in your head and when to say something out loud. But there may be a little of that emotional clumsiness at first. But that is nice that he's in 7 through 2 much more these days than he's been since he was a kid. So that's cute. Nice to see. So yeah, it's one of those cases where he's progressing, but maybe he thinks he's not because he got pissed at somebody. But yeah, he is progressing. Someone says, thank you for the healing. Back of my shoulders and neck, which are my trouble part, feel much less tense now. Very nice. Also, I woke up with being flooded by recruiters. So the theme is working. Haha. Yeah. And I knew you would have no problem with work stuff anyway. You didn't even need a healing for work stuff, but glad it helped. I think for you to keep doing the unmatched global pain. Like if you do nothing from the 2 healings except one thing, unmatched global pain. That's probably for most people. If you do just one thing, do unmatched global pain. But I think also for you, what we did towards the very end, the parts, find energy blocks in the back of your aura that you're either in denial about or you're avoiding and being like, oh, next week I'll do that. Next week I'll do that. Clear those. We did that. It'll be called back of aura, clear blocks you're avoiding or in denial about, but it'll be back of aura. And it's towards the end of the healing that we did it. It was like the last major thing we did in the healing today. Someone says, thank you. That was really good. Good to know. I'm glad you liked it. Someone says, I liked the avoidance healings. When we lined them all up to get healed, my line was so long it extended out the road down the hall. Well, good for you. Good for you. Yeah, I mean, it's not just you. It just means you're more motivated. A lot of people have stuck avoidance stuff. Because, I mean, a lot of past lives, you know? Okay, someone says, I feel like I surfed the healing. Yay. Yeah, surfing is sort of my word for, you know, kind of non-resistant, just going with, like, you don't have to have a healing crisis and have, you know, feel like crap after a healing. If your grounding is still unblocked and you know, you're pretty present, your aura is still repaired, ideally it should be a pretty smooth experience, even if you're taking big steps forward. So anyway, so you're saying, I feel like I surfed the healing. Yay, good for you. My daughter struggles with anxiety. I believe my husband, daughter, and I getting the healings will work on healing her anxiety. Yes. Yeah. Short answer. Yes, definitely. Yeah, absolutely. Um, yeah, I mean, anybody getting these types of healings, it will help clear anxiety because, you know, the more you get in your first chakra and first layer, the more you heal and clear all that stuff, and you feel more just your courage and not your anxiety. So yeah, but you know that. Someone says, how did my parents do who got the healing, especially my dad? Thanks again, Janet. La 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 la, your dad. That back of the aura stuff, he liked that. He has a big smile on his face about the back of the aura stuff. Because like you have said about him, he is avoidant. And it kind of clicks with his brain. It's sort of like, it makes sense to him, you know, look in the back, like as if, you know, there's a part of your attic that you haven't cleared in 20 years, or there's a part of the garage that you haven't cleared in 20 years. Like that clicked with him, that there's a part of your aura that you haven't cleared in 20 years, and, you know, go there and clean even a little there, and that'll really help. Like that it's so simple that it's in the back of your aura. That's what you've been avoiding. That's what you're in denial about. That he really likes the simplicity. That it makes a lot of sense for him. Sometimes the chakra stuff, he's like, oh, chakras, that's not me. I don't understand. You know. But clearing the back of your aura, he gets that. So that's neat. Someone says, how did I succeed with my healing? Yes, you healed yourself. Nice. Before and after, you did repair your aura. You had a teeny bit of aura damage, not a lot, and you healed that. Your buffer zones are nice, gold buffer zones. Your grounding was a little thin. It wasn't as wide as your aura at the start. Now it is. You didn't have chakra damage before, but that process of chakra repair and unblocking that we did, you unblocked a lot of, plus the minor chakras that we combined, repair and unblock major and minor chakras together. Like that helped a lot of different minor chakras in your body to flow better. So you could keep doing that. You know, when you repair all your chakras, include the major and minor chakras in the composite copy. That seems to have helped a lot. The unmatched global pain stuff you did, and your angels are like, oh, they're so in love with that technique. I am too. Unmatched global pain. So they're like, keep doing that one. But yeah, you did the whole thing. You did great. And little thank you hands, you're welcome. Someone says thanks and gives me the giraffe emojis. What's the deal with the giraffe emojis? I mean, giraffes are very cool, but I'm wondering if there's a backstory on the giraffe emojis. And you mentioned your name, yes. Someone says, just wanted to say you are the best. Thank you. Oh, thank you. You're so nice. Someone says, can you please check me? Thanks. Oh, yeah. And you commented before. I was wondering, because your comment before in a video was so generic. I thought, did they really watch the video, or is this just a spammer? So it's good to meet you again. Yeah, sure, I could check you. You need a little more aura repair. You have like little, they're not very deep, but you do have like little, they remind me of little gopher holes or something in your aura. So a little bit of aura damage, like all around the top and the back. So I would say you need a little more aura repair. What you could do is use sticky gold wax around, you know, make gold light that's like sticks to the junk. you know, that's not you, and put it all around the outside of both of your regular auras, and just get rid of the wax and the junk. Give it to your angels. Do that a couple times, and then use gold light to repair, just so you get those last little bits of repair. So it's like this nice flowy bubble all around you of strong energy. So I would say do a little more aura repair. You know, clean it out with sticky gold wax, and then do the repair. And then you can post under a video later, you know, after you've done aura repair. Just say, can you double check my aura repair? Just maybe do it for like 2 different days, make sure you got it, and then post a question like that under a video. And I don't know if you did it today with us, but redo chakra repair. You could wait a day, and then the timestamp links will be in this, you know, in the comment section of this video. It'll become a video. Or you could search right away. If you search Janet Wright, chakra repair, major, minor. It'll be an 11-minute video. Janet Wright, chakra repair, major, minor. And that'll walk you through chakra repair, because you do need more chakra repair. So finish up the aura repair, and then do chakra repair. So at this point, you're present in 7654, and but then once you finish repairing your aura and repair your chakras, you'll at least be in 76543, which will help. So you can work on that stuff, and then say, can you check my work repairing my chakras and repairing my aura? You know, after you've done it for a little bit. So chakra repair, aura repair. Okay, so good job, guys. Oh my goodness, we're finishing early. I said I would go for a half hour, and it hasn't even been a half hour yet. Let me see, is there more? Nope, that's it. I'm amazed. I guess you guys took me seriously. I'm not wanting to go for a long time. How about that? Okay, well, good. So I will see you in December. Thanks so much for working on your energy. I think that's really awesome and amazing that you understand that, you know, there's always good news in energy healing. You can heal even if you've been through just wretched things. It is possible to heal over time. Okay, so I will do an animal cam as I wrap up this video. So that just means that when I let my dogs out of their little carriers, you'll be able to see them for a sec. So this one will be Daisy, and that one will be Izzy. We have 3 beagles, 3 rescue beagles. Someone says, thank you, you're welcome. Alrighty, so here come the beagles. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Alrighty. So I'll try to show everybody real quickly. So let's see. That's Daisy. This is Daisy right there. That's Izzy. And that is Abel. He's wearing a little cone because he messes with himself too much otherwise. Hopefully someday we'll get that fixed. We'll help him with his itchiness. Okie doke. So I better take everybody outside right now. Okay, bye. Hope you have a great day or evening. You're awesome. Bye-bye.